I just want to say, if anybody understands what it's like to feel awful, I do. This is why I created the camp. Right? This is a 1-day virtual camp that I created, I developed so that I could talk with women like Charisse, like you. I could get in front of you. I could take a look at your situation, and I could start teaching you giving you some direction on what you need to do and what you can start to do. Okay. So let's talk. Why is it that you feel so awful? First of all, it's never just one thing. This is kind of my little hashtag that I use a lot, because you're being told that if you have diabetes, it's because it's hereditary, or it's because you eat too much sugar. Okay, that's a part of it, but it's never just because you eat a little sugar. Our bodies, you guys, if you're a diabetic or pre-diabetic, if your blood sugar is like Charisse of 120 to 140, it's because you got there somehow. You got insulin resistance somehow. You didn't get insulin resistance or diabetes overnight. It takes a while for your body to, the inflammation in the body, the toxicity in the body, takes a while for your body to break down. And it's never just one thing. So when you go to your doctor and he's like, well, quit eating sweets, that's not, yeah, you can quit eating sweets, but that's not the answer to reverse your diabetes or to lower your blood sugars long term. I mean, short term, yeah, but you've got to heal the body on a cellular level. That's just what you have to do. So it's never just one thing that's causing your aches and pains, or your arthritis, or your disease, or your, allergies, or your high blood pressure, or your high cholesterol. It's not. It's a combination of your hormones, your stress, your activity level, your mindset, the medications that you're currently on. Did you know that the medications that you're currently on are causing a lot of dysbiosis and dysfunction in your body? It's what you eat, it's what you put in your body, it's supplements, and it's inflammation. So it's never just one thing. Sickness is a big business. You guys, listen to me. You know this to be true. The more you can stay sick and keep going to your doctor's office, the more they can keep giving you medications. And medications are a big business. The pharmaceutical companies are making trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars off of you. And so by keeping you sick and feeling miserable, that's exactly what they want you to do. MDs are drug experts, but they're not health experts. Now listen, I am not here to rip on medical doctors. I am not. Thank God for a medical doctor. If I have an infection, if I've been into a car accident and I need to have surgery, they are amazing at trauma care, infectious disease, and surgery. Brilliant at it, like the best in the world. But if I go to a medical doctor and say, I have prediabetes, or I get diagnosed with, diabetes type 2, or if I go and just say, doctor, I just cannot get rid of this weight. Or doctor, I'm so fatigued. I feel so tired all the time. What do I do? Or I have heartburn. I have GERD. What do I do? They don't even know how to fix heartburn. And heartburn is one of the easiest things to correct. The easiest things. So they are not taught that in medical school. Every disease that you get diagnosed with, 80% of them are from nutritional deficiencies and lifestyle or nutritional diseases. 80% of diseases are all from imbalances in the body and inflammation, and because you're nutrient deficient. Not because you lack metformin or lack insulin or lack depression medications or lack, statin medications. That's not why. So we have to start becoming our own experts, our own health experts. And that's why I created camp, is so that you guys can come and you can learn, and I can teach you how to be the CEO of your own health. So some of the top health complaints that I get all the time that people come to me with are extreme fatigue. Like they are so tired all the time. Like they could sleep all day, or they've got to, ramp up their bodies on caffeine or stimulants because they're just so tired. The MD treatment for extreme fatigues are drugs. If you go to a doctor and you say, I have extreme fatigues, they're going to put you on antidepressants. They're going to think you're depressed. That's the first thing they ask you. They might put you on sleeping pills because they think, well, if you're tired, maybe it's because you're not sleeping. which could be true, but then what's a sleeping pill going to do? It's just going to mask the problem. And they're going to put you on pain meds, or they're going to say, go drink some more caffeine. That's the MD treatment. Now, the holistic strategy is we look at your diet, we look at your nutritional deficiencies, we check for hidden infections, we check your thyroid and your adrenals, we check for sleep issues, we fix your digestion, your constipation, your bloating, and we teach you how to use stress reduction. We have to do it as an entire package. It's never just one thing. You're not tired because you lack caffeine. You're not fatigued because you don't have an antidepressant medication. Okay, you could have a really wrong diet for your body type. You could be so undernutrified. And by the way, if you are on a lot of medications, you are undernutrified because medications are causing nutrition deficiencies. Okay, so again, a holistic perspective is we find the underlying root cause. We're like the health detectives. We want to take a look at your entire health situation, and we actually come up with strategies to be able to determine what's causing the fatigue. We don't medicate it. We find out what's causing it, and we fix the underlying root cause. Aches, pains, and arthritis, same thing. When you go to an MD for treatments, they'll give you drugs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, DMARDs, which are disease-modifying anti-emetic drugs, painkillers, and tramadol. That is their solution for arthritis and pain. Okay? Holistic treatment is we have to reduce your inflammation. And there's a whole process that we need to do when we reduce inflammation. First thing is always, we find your nutritional deficiencies and we figure out what nutrition, what protocol you need to be on, right? Massage will help. We talk about exercise when it comes to arthritis or pain, chronic pain. We talk about anti-inflammatory supplements, herbs, and foods, acupuncture, hot cold therapy. So there's many things we try from a holistic perspective to put in your body to, again, what? Find out the reason why you have aches and pains, why you have arthritis. Like, what's the underlying reason why? All of these things I'm talking about tonight, we want to try to find what is the imbalance in the body that's causing the symptom of the fatigue, the symptom of the arthritis, the symptom of the pain. What is the underlying root cause? You'll never figure out the underlying root cause if you're just throwing medications over it. The medications are going to temporarily fix the symptom, but then the medication will end up causing more symptoms. And then you have to increase the medication that you're on because your body gets used to it. And then the symptom will reappear until you medicate it more. So that's not working for you. I know a lot of you probably are thinking, you know what? You are absolutely right. This is what I've been going through is I keep going to the doctors and they keep giving me more medications. I don't know what to do. I'm frustrated. I hear you, girl. I do. I totally hear you. So again, we have to find the underlying root cause. High blood pressure is another one. If you have prediabetes or type 2, you for sure have high blood sugars. I say high blood pressure, I meant high blood sugars. So high blood pressure, high blood sugars is another one that I hear all the time. And if you have high blood sugars, you will have probably high blood pressure and high cholesterol. They kind of go hand in hand. But if you're having high blood sugars like Charisse, right, you're going to have a lot of cravings. You're going to have fatigue because when your blood sugars are high, it's not good for your body and your body is under so much stress. High blood sugars, anything over 100 millimoles per deciliter or 4.4 millimoles per liter, you are going to feel awful. So the MD treatment is diabetic drugs like metformin, insulin, glipizide, glimepiride, Invokana, Jardiance, and Januvia. That's the MD treatment. Now, the holistic protocol is we have to fix your nutrition. We have to fix your insulin resistance. We have to decrease your inflammation. We have to heal the body on a cellular level because the reason why you have high blood sugar is because the blood sugar is not getting into the cell because the cell is inflamed and it's broken and you have insulin resistance. We have to fix your nutrient deficiencies. Your blood sugars are high because you're nutrient deficient. It sounds crazy, but it's what's happening. You have to learn a lifestyle and a long-term strategies. Or if you don't fix the underlying root cause, you're never going to be able to do this long-term. So that's what we do from a holistic perspective. We figure out, like with Charisse, like why was her blood sugars high? She's young. You know, she has prediabetes. She had prediabetes. She was young. She was like, I don't know why my blood sugars are high. I have no idea. And what did she do? She went to a doctor and they wanted to put her on insulin. And she's like, no, thank you. No. So what do? We figured out why she was having high blood sugars. We fixed her inflammation. We changed her nutritional protocol. We healed her body on a cellular level. And there you go. All of that stuff went away. Fibromyalgia is another one. You know, fibromyalgia it was a term made up by the MDs because they didn't know what to call it. They didn't know what because they would take all these different drug panels and all these different symptoms, and they couldn't put a description to it, so they came up with fibromyalgia. Basically, fibromyalgia is a myriad of different symptoms. It's pain in the body. It's everywhere. It's not feeling good, inflammation. It's everything. And it's totally reversible and treatable holistic wise. But when you go to an MD, they're going to give you SSRIs, which is Cymbalta, nerve pain medication like Lyrica, and muscle relaxants like Savella. So if you have extreme pain all over your body and you've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, it's because you have inflammation in the body. And none of these drugs are going to fix the underlying root cause of inflammation. So what do we do? What's a holistic strategy? Well, we have to clean up your diet. We have to eliminate sugar. We have to lower your insulin. We have to, make sure that you're not eating gluten. We have to get your body checked for mold, EBV, or other chronic infections. We have to see if you've been misdiagnosed. A lot of people who have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia have been also told they have a thyroid disease and have not had their adrenals checked, or vice versa. You've been told you have a thyroid disease, but you've been diagnosed with thyroid issues, and then you end up getting diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So we have to look at all of those things. Fibromyalgia is inflammation, toxicity on a cellular level, and nutrient deficiencies. That's what fibromyalgia is. Those three things: inflammation, toxicity on a cellular level, and nutrient deficiencies. So there's a strategy we have to do in order to make sure that that's fixed. Okay. Weight loss resistance. This is a huge one. How many of you ladies are so frustrated because you seem to lose weight and then you'll gain it back and then you'll gain more and then you try to lose weight again and you can't lose weight? Or you try to lose weight and it's just, you blame it on your hormones or you blame it on your age, right? Well, part of it is your hormones, but it's not your age. It's your hormones, and it's also imbalance in the body. You go to an MD for treatment for weight loss resistance or obesity, and they're going to give you weight loss drugs like Contrave, Saxenda, Xenical, and phentermine. They're going to tell you to go on the Atkins diet. They're going to tell you to count your calories. They're going to tell you to go exercise, or they're going to encourage you to maybe you should get bariatric surgery. Those are some awesome options. Okay, really? How about you just decide to do it holistic wise and get amazing results like Sharice did by committing to a holistic protocol, losing 30 pounds in less than 3 months? How about that? We have to fix your nutrient deficiency. We have to create a healthy protocol for you. We have to decrease your inflammation. We have to heal your insulin resistance. We have to heal the cells on a cellular level. We have to find out if you have any hidden infections, to find out if you have food intolerances, and thyroid and adrenal diseases. If you have weight resistance, I can guarantee if you've cleaned up your diet and you still have weight resistant issues, you have food intolerances that you're not understanding. And you have cellular toxicity or hidden inflammation on a cellular level. It's not hard to lose weight if your body's in balance. If your body is not in balance, you will not lose weight. Your body will keep weight on you. So I'm really good at understanding how to lose weight. That's my area of expertise. That's my superpower. I really am good at helping you find the underlying root cause of your inflammation and how to help you lose weight. I have a strategy that works really well, and I teach it at camp. So, makes you want to sign up for camp, doesn't it? Stomach and gut issues, you go to the doctor, you say, oh, I'm so bloated all the time, or I have pain in my stomach, or I'm constipated, or I have diarrhea, or whatever. They're going to give you medications for either your bloating or your constipation. They're going to give you antibiotics because they think you might have an infection. How many times, I just had this happen to somebody where they went in, They didn't do any blood work, nothing. They just went in and said, I don't feel very well. I have a pain. And the doctor says, you want some antibiotics. They're giving antibiotics out like it's candy. How that should be illegal to give somebody an antibiotic without actually testing for an infection. That is crazy to me. Like, I can't even believe that that's allowed. But they're giving you guys antibiotics like it's candy, and those antibiotics are destroying your gut, which is going to make your gut worse. It's going to give you more stomach pain, more gut problems, more incomplete digestion, more constipation, more bloating, and more diarrhea. Then they're going to say, oh, maybe you need some antacids, or maybe you need to eat more fiber, which, by the way, is the worst thing if you have SIBO, to eat more fiber. But anyway, that's a whole nother class. And then they're going to say, well, why don't you take some Metamucil? The holistic treatment is we got to change your diet. We got to heal the gut. We got to test for hormone imbalances like PCOS, estrogen dominance. We have to check for hidden infections. Yeast, Candida, H. pylori. We have to check for gut dysbiosis like SIBO. A lot of you guys have small intestinal bacteria overgrowth. If you're having symptoms of bloating and pain in your stomach and all of that, you have what's called a gut dysbiosis. So we have to address that. You have to get nutrified, because if you're not nutrified, you're not absorbing anything that you eat. So that's the holistic protocol. Acid reflux, like I told you earlier, acid reflux in the holistic world is the easiest thing in the world to fix. It's probably something I teach. I could help you get rid of your heartburn in less than 2 days. You go to a doctor and they're going to give you medications, histamine blockers, and proton pump inhibitors. You come to me and I'm going to increase your stomach acid, reduce your medications, because if you're on medications, that could be causing some of your acid reflux. We're going to increase your gut absorption, and we're going to change your diet and your protocol to help build up that stomach acid and to help increase your absorption of nutrients. 80% of all diseases fall in these categories, and these are caused by nutritional deficiencies. All of these symptoms and diseases are caused by nutritional deficiencies. Look at this list. Do you have any of these? Yeah. If you do, you have a nutritional deficiency. So what I do at camp is I actually do something for you that shows you what your nutritional deficiencies are. Also, are you on any of these medications? Are you on any heartburn medications, diabetes medications, blood pressure medication, HRT, pain medications, or cholesterol medications? If you're on any of these medications, you are going to be depleting your nutrients in your body. Your body cannot absorb these nutrients if you're on these medications. Okay, you guys, so you've been lied to. It's frustrating. I understand. Your doctor is good for two things: diagnosing and surgery or trauma care. They're awesome at diagnosing, doing your blood work, managing your medications. What I want to do is you come to camp and I want to give you a jump start. I want to help you to figure out where you can start to not feel so awful. Like, what are some things that you can do out of the gate to help you to figure out where you can go, what you can do, what you can eat, what you can tests you can take, all that, what your nutritional deficiencies are, what you can do to help you start to feel better. That's what I want to help you do. Okay. We have to do things in the correct order. And coming to camp will be the first thing you guys need to do. Listen to me. This is what I know you guys do. And the only reason I know this is because this is what I'm told every time somebody comes to camp. Yeah, I Googled, or this person said this, or this person said this. Listen, I understand. You have a cajillion experts out there that are all saying different things. How do you know what to do? How do you know where to start? Right? I want to help you take the confusion out of your plan. You know, when you come to camp, you'll get a lot of education, but you'll also get some direction and a jump start on what you need to do to start decreasing the inflammation, creating balance in the body. But you got to do it in the right order. This is what a lot of nutritionists out there do. They'll say, yeah, come on with me, come on with me, buy this, package of supplements and just start taking them. Just start taking the supplements right now. Do it. I'm telling you, you're going to lose so much weight. Take all the supplements. How many of you guys have had that happen, right? Where you go online, you see some nutritionist or somebody that's trying to sell supplements to you, and they'll be like, yeah, buy the $200 or $300 for the supplements, start taking them, and you'll be great. If your body is not absorbing nutrition because you're inflamed and you have all these toxic cells and you're on all these medications that are causing you to deplete your nutrition, and you go and take a bunch of supplements that your body can't absorb, you're just wasting your money. I don't even talk about supplements. That in fact, I tell people not to go off of a lot of supplements until they decrease their inflammation. So there you go. I just saved you money. Come to camp. You're better off coming to camp. I'll save you money. See, if you come to camp, I'll actually save you money. I'll tell you what foods you cannot buy anymore. I'll say you don't need to be on certain supplements that cost you an arm and a leg. I will get you off of medications which cost you an arm and a leg. I will actually save you money, right? So do not be deceived. Be smart. Be wise. I call my program the Wise Woman Process because I do attract a lot of very smart women. The smart women I attract are just women that are frustrated because they have the ambition, they have the drive, they feel better. They just don't know what to do. So I'm your guru. I will help you figure out the strategy that you need to take to start feeling better so you don't feel so awful. But you have to do the first step, which is come to camp. Okay? If you don't come to camp, I don't know what to do. I can't help you. So you want to get your power back. I'm having a 1-day virtual camp. We're going to talk at that camp all about blood sugars, all about diseases. We're going to talk about how you can lose weight permanently, weight loss resistance, what diet and protocol is best for you. We're going to talk about what nutrient deficiencies you have. I'm going to actually that day give you a test that shows me what your nutritional deficiencies are. I'm going to talk about what hormones you need to get tested first. And we're going to start talking about some things you need to do immediately to start helping you to reduce your medications. Tanya says, if you need to lose weight but don't have diabetes, this is for you too. Yes, let me talk about that. So I have a lot of women that come to me and say, you're a diabetes coach, and I don't have diabetes. And my question to you is, do you have a hard time losing weight, and are you overweight? Because if you have a hard time losing weight and overweight, you definitely are I'm not saying you're pre-diabetic, but you definitely have insulin resistance and inflammation. And if you don't address it, it can possibly turn into pre-diabetes, okay? Because if you're overweight, you have inflammation. If you can't get weight off at all, and you try to get weight off, it's because you have a hormone imbalance and you have insulin resistance. Bottom line, weight would not be hard to get off if you didn't have insulin resistance. So if you have insulin resistance, we've got to get that addressed. That is a precursor to diabetes. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get diabetes, but if you don't fix insulin resistance, you could potentially get prediabetes or diabetes, because that's the first step. I have many women that come to me and say, oh, my doctor said I don't have prediabetes, and I don't, there's nothing wrong, but I can guarantee if you're overweight, you have insulin resistance. Otherwise you wouldn't be overweight. And if you don't feel very well, your body's not absorbing nutrition. Because if you're absorbing your nutrients, your body's nutrified, you feel amazing. Okay. So Tanya, thank you for bringing that up. But yes, this camp is for anybody that has any symptoms that I mentioned: chronic fatigue, arthritis, pain, aches and pains, fibromyalgia, high blood sugars, weight loss resistance, any of the things I mentioned tonight. If you're not feeling good, you have imbalance in the body. And so this program, the camp, is amazing for you to get a jump start on understanding what could possibly be happening with you. I'm really good at helping you to see, like, I think we should go this direction, or we should go this direction. And like Sherry said, it's impossible to do it on your own. Come on. At camp, you get my full attention all day. And we talk to you. You get me face to face. Okay. It's really hard to diet. You can't do it yourself. You just can't. It's too hard. You're getting too many different directions. And the other thing is, like, good luck trying to Google your symptom. First of all, you're going to scare yourself to death Googling your symptoms. Secondly, is all the Google is very MD. It's medical doctor, allopathic, dominant. And so, of course, they're going to always give you remedies that are going to point you towards medication or point you towards not getting better. So, no, I take the confusion out. I'm very familiar with like the medications that doctors put you on, but I'm also very motivated to help you get off those medications so that your body can do what it's designed to do, which is heal itself and fix the imbalances on its own. Okay.